As we turn towards a period of practice, we might begin by taking a moment to arrive as we are here in this body, in this place. This curiosity about what it feels like. We might start by sensing our environment, the walls, the ceiling, the floor, into resting back and receiving our environment, receiving the support of the earth, the touch of air on our skin, receiving the sounds as the soft vibration swirls through the room and settles into the inner canals of the ears. Receiving the next inhale as the air softly falls into the lungs. Gently offering back to the world around on the next exhale. It takes care of itself. Noticing the felt sense of the body. If you're feeling alert or fatigued, warm or cool, light, heavy, something else. Nothing to change, nothing to fix, meeting ourselves exactly as we are. All of you is welcome here. This curiosity about what's here now. And as we rest back and meet ourselves honestly as we are, noticing, is there something I can do to support myself right now? Maybe it's an adjustment of the body to be 10% more comfortable. Maybe it's an adjustment for the breath to let it flow with a little more ease. Maybe it's a subtle adjustment in the mind. Just noticing in this moment, what might you do to support yourself? Knowing that this invitation is always available during the practice. Supporting yourself in whatever way you need from moment to moment. And as we practice, we might ask ourselves the question, why? Why practice? What is it that your body or your heart or your mind may be longing for that called you to practice today? And then a curiosity. Is there a deeper, heartfelt longing that's calling you forward in life? Rather than focusing on that which is far away, this curiosity, what does it feel like to be drawn towards something that you love? What is the felt sense of being called forward in your life towards what is most important. Sensing and feeling. What does this longing, this desire, this pulling feel like as sensation in the body? Nothing to do. It takes care of itself. Taking a moment in our practice to attune to a sense of well-being and safety. We might bring to mind the thought of a loved one, a place in nature, a beloved pet, a thought or a memory that activates feelings of ease and comfort and safety in the body. For some of us, we might imagine a place that would create this sense of safety and ease. And for some of us, we might take this moment right here, right now, to begin to cultivate a sense of safety. The feeling of it's okay right now. And this curiosity, what does that feel like in the body? Where and how do you feel this sense of well-being? This inner resource of ease, safety, well-being in the body. Knowing that you're welcome to rest here and nourish this sense as long as it feels supportive. Welcome to return, invited in at any point in your practice or your day. You would like to rest back into a sense of safety and well-being and ease. And perhaps you rest here. Maybe you're exhausted. Resting back and nourishing this felt sense of ease and well-being, this inner resource. Maybe there's a curiosity about what else is here now. We might invite attention into the felt sense of the body, noticing what sensations are arising, unfolding, and dissolving. Where and how you feel these sensations in the body. Keeping in mind that these invitations are just an option to explore this one aspect of your experience. And if I'm guiding through the body and during that time there's an overwhelming emotion or thought that arises, please take care and offer attention to whatever feels most important in every moment. Supporting yourself in your practice every step of the way. If it feels okay, we might invite attention to sensation in the body. Sensation in the toes and the soles of the feet, the ankles, the heels. noticing what kind of sensation is spontaneously arising in this region of the body. And you may have images or thoughts of the feet that co-arise. They're welcome to be here, but there's an invitation to let them drift into the background and bring the felt sense of the feet into the foreground, the raw data, the sensation emerging from the center of the feet. Letting this felt sense rest in the foreground, sensing and feeling your experience every moment. Inviting attention into the lower legs, noticing what does it feel like where the muscles of the calves soften onto the bones of the lower legs. You can notice if it's pleasant or unpleasant. Allowing yourself to be exactly as you are. No need to relax, no need to be calm. All of you is welcome here. This curiosity about the felt sense of whatever arises and feels most important in every moment. Sensing the density of the knees. Feeling the softness of the back of the knee and the firmness of the front of the knee. Sensations unfolding in the upper legs. Noticing what does it feel like where the limbs of the legs connect to the floor of the torso. Sensing and feeling the floor of the torso and the lower chamber of the torso, the belly and the lower back, deep inside the hips. You might sense some kind of movement in this region of the body, the movement of the breath, the movement of digestion, elimination, reproduction. Not changing anything, just this curiosity. What does it feel like in this region of the body, the raw data emerging from the lower chamber of the torso? Inviting attention into the middle chamber of the torso. You might sense the movement of the rib cage, the movement of the diaphragm, the movement of the skin resting on the bones. Inviting attention into the upper chamber of the torso. Sensing the movement of the lungs, the movement of the heart, the movement of the collarbone and the shoulder blades at the same time. The ceiling of the torso alive with sensation. Noticing what does it feel like where the limbs of the arms connect to the upper chamber of the torso. The raw data emerging from this part of the body before the mind reaches out to grab it with the words shoulders. Feeling from the inside out. Sensation unfolding in the upper arms, the density of the elbows, the softness of the inner elbow and the firmness of the outer elbow. Sensation unfolding in the forearms, the density of the wrists, sensing the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, the tips of the fingers, and sensing the space between the fingers, sensing the left side of the right hand, the right side of the left hand, and feeling the hands supported by the surface below, heavy and at ease. Noticing, does one hand feel warmer than the other? Does one arm feel heavier than the other? Both hands, arms, and shoulders at the same time, alive with sensation. Sensation unfolding in the shoulders, in the neck, and the throat. Sensing the back of the head. What does it feel like where the base of the skull meets the top of the spine? Sensation unfolding behind the ears. And sensing and feeling the outer architecture of the ears with all of its curves and folds. Sensation unfolding on the sides of the head and the back of the head, the crown. Noticing, what does it feel like where the forehead rests against the bones of the skull? Sensing the eyebrows, temples, cheekbones. Sensation unfolding on the skin of the face, the lips. Sensing the hinges of the jaw and the space between the back of the teeth. Noticing what it feels like where the tongue rests against the teeth and the gums. Sensing the inner canals of the ears, the space between the ears. Sensing inside the nostrils, in between the eyes. Sense the eyes resting in the sockets. Following sensation along the optic nerve deep inside the head. Sensing the left hemisphere of the brain and the right. And sensing the whole body all at once, from head to toe, left side of the body, right side, front side of the body, back side of the body, deep inside and surface sensations. The whole body vibrantly alive with sensation. Feeling the weight of the body, heavy, supported, sinking into the earth. below. We might invite attention to begin to follow the movement of the breath as the body breathes itself. Not controlling or forcing anything. We might begin at the start of the next inhale, following the inhale all the way to fulfillment. And following the exhale all the way to the end. Noticing this pause between the exhale and the inhale. The wisdom of the body, inviting the next inhale. Curling at the top, and on the exhale, following all the way to the end. And feeling this space at the end of the exhale. Noticing what that pause feels like before the next inhale falls into the lungs. Noticing the sound of the breath, the texture, the taste, the temperature. Noticing if it feels pleasant or unpleasant. All of you is welcome here. Images, thoughts, emotions, sensations co-arising. And the opportunity to come back to the breath, to let the breath come into the foreground while all of these other experiences rest in the background. All of you is welcome here, attending to whatever feels most important in each moment. Following the movement of the breath. Perhaps you rest here as the body breathes itself. Or maybe you nourish your inner resource of well-being. Or maybe there's a curiosity about what emotions might be here. Knowing that if no emotions arise, allowing yourself to attend to whatever is most calling your attention in this moment. If there is an emotion that's here, maybe several, you might notice. Do they feel soft and subtle like a breeze? Or intense like a hurricane? Is there one emotion in particular that is asking for more attention than the others, that feels louder or more intense? Inviting this emotion into the foreground and noticing where and how you feel in your body. Does it feel prickly, hot, pulsing, soft, gentle, flowing? Noticing the qualities, the sensations unfolding when this emotion is here. Not changing anything, all of you is welcome. You might rest here, allowing this emotion to be as big as it needs. Take up as much space. Doing nothing more than being with this emotion exactly as it is, as you are. Sensing and feeling what's unfolding in this moment. And if it feels okay, perhaps you ask this emotion, what do you want? Allowing images and thoughts and other emotions to co-arise. All of you is welcome. Perhaps you ask this emotion, what do you need? Maybe you ask it if there's an action that you need to take in the world. And then noticing, is there anything that you would like to say to it? All of you is welcome here. Whatever is arising. When it feels okay, letting this emotion drift into the background and your felt sense of well-being, your inner resource to drift into the foreground. Sensing and feeling this place of safety and ease, of well-being in the body. Maybe there's a curiosity about any thoughts that are here. Any images that arise, colors and shapes. Any memories. As they drift through, noticing what they feel like as sensation in the body. Resting back and observing the thoughts arising, unfolding, and dissolving back into stillness. And resting back and inviting in your inner resource of well-being and ease. Nourishing this sense of safety and comfort. This sense of it's okay right now. Noticing if there are any sensations spontaneously arising, any feelings of contentment or joy, any feelings of it's okay right now, feelings of bliss or gratitude or love. Resting back into this space that's witnessing it all. Who is thinking the thoughts? Who is feeling the gratitude? Who is sensing the emotions and the breath? All of these moving sensations in the body, revealing unchanging awareness. This stillness in which everything is arising, unfolding, and dissolving. Letting go of all effort now and resting back as awareness. Familiar, unchanging, always present. Just this. As this that is. What would it feel like to feel it all at once? As awareness, feeling the movement of thoughts, the movement of emotions, the movement of the breath, the movement of well-being. The movement of sensation, and simultaneously awareness, unchanging. All of you is welcome here. Taking all the time you need to transition as we come to the end of our practice. Receiving the support of the earth, receiving the touch of air on your skin, receiving the breath as the body breathes itself. Taking a moment to thank yourself for this time to listen and feel and support yourself in whatever way you need. Thank you.